So I've been to B&M and I've got a few things. So I've got this watermelon and strawberry cooler, which is absolutely gorgeous. I definitely need it because I don't feel well. Then I got a normal orange Lucozade. These are just the small bottles because I'd happily sit and drink the big one all day, but it's full of sugar. I've been after this for well over a year. Couldn't find it anywhere. And then just before Christmas, they had the cream cleaner and the multi-surface cleaner, and I got them. Not seen them since, not even tried them to be honest. I've hardly done any cleaning other than mopping floors and vacuuming floors and doing a quick tidy. So I actually walked past them and I was like, did I just see what I thought I saw? So I walked backwards and picked up two because I know I'm probably never going to see them again. They're only 89p. These Coca noodles, the chicken ones, are one of my absolute favourites. I absolutely adore them. They're so tasty, so I got one of them. And then I also picked up this Oriental chicken flavoured noodle wok. Vegan, in case you're vegan. Never had this before. Again, they had another flavour, but I didn't like the sound of it. So I got that to have. Got them last week and they're absolutely gorgeous. And there was only about 2 on the shelf. I should have really gotten both, to be honest. A washing up brush. I've had this in the big bottle. And some paracetamol, and I've got a Monster Energy drink in my car which I'm going to go and get. So from Tesco, I got one of these last week. It lasted me 3 or 4 days because I can't eat many before I don't like the taste of them. They're 90p on offer. Normally I wouldn't get them at full price. I got these because I use these to clean my hands when I'm doing my makeup so I don't have to keep washing my hands. I don't know why I got Panadol because you get a lot less because normal packs are 16. And I was getting Panadol last year, if you've been watching me long enough you remember, because they come in a red packet that you can open like a book and it's got 2 sheets of them in. But they were making me feel worse and I stopped taking them, so I don't know if these have got the same ingredients of those ones in, but I don't know what the difference is between these and other ones because if you look it's just got paracetamol in, so I don't know why they're better or if they're better or not. I don't know. I think I've just paid £1 for something I never paid 30p for. They're an offer for 50p instead of 150 and I should have got more than one. They're still an offer for 60p and I absolutely love them, so I got 2. There was only 2 anyway. Got some cheddars for my dad because we're an offer for 60p. It's funny because I go to the shop and I see things that I know he'd like and I pick them up. Whereas V went in the shop and he was walking around, he wouldn't think, oh, Melanie would like that and he'd get it for me. He won't get me anything. I got the crispy chili prawns because they're on offer for $1.75 and they've been on offer for a few weeks. Well, last week, I don't know if before that. And I got this meal for one chicken tikka masala. It's on offer for £2 and I've had this quite a few times. You get the curry, you get Bombay potatoes, you get pilau rice and then you get an onion bhaji. And I think it's $3.50 normally, but I only get it when it's on offer. And the main thing I went for because I completely ran out of them. So I've also been to another shop, Asda. I'm not going to show you everything that I've got, but I've got some of those originals from my car. I'm actually going to go out and put them in there because I've left my drink in there. And then I got 2 cartons of almond grease because I'm on my final one. I've had a lot of cereal since Friday or Thursday whenever I got the milk. And it was on offer for £1 and I only had room to get 2 because my basket was heavy and I only had 1 bag and I didn't have any room for any more milk. So I finished that. I'm enjoying having almond milk because I've not had almond milk for such a long time because it's so expensive, so I'm happy that was on offer. Them in the oven. I've still got about 15 minutes left and I'm starving, so I'm eating Twiglets. So I've not done my makeup since Tuesday and it's Thursday yet. I've still got mascara on. Winning at life, that is. Hi, welcome to week 3 of the year. I want to say Vlogmas then. I'm cold and I'm tired. So I've got my window open about that much because I can't sleep without the window open because I'm always hot. And I was planning on going back to bed. Well, not that I've left bed, but to sleep. But I've just put something on because it's after 12. I've been awake since 7 something and I only went to sleep around 5. So I'm either going to get up now, which I think I am because I've put this on, or go to bed. But then I'd sleep all day. But if I don't go to sleep, am I going to get through the day without collapsing, or I don't know. I've only started the video today because I needed to edit and export week 2, which is video 54. Even though I've done weeklies in the past, I've never counted them, like week 1, week 2, week 3, but last year I counted 52. So I'm carrying on the count. So you might see week 2 and then in brackets you might see 54. That means it's just been 54 weeks, basically. Because I like the idea of that number getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. So I'm going to have to get up for painkillers. I've actually had painkillers like an hour ago. And that's why my voice is a bit like this, because it does dry out my voice. But also, for some reason, and I don't understand why, I'm going to have to speak to my doctor. Anyway, you can tell I'm tired, but also, looks like I've not washed my face for ages. So I'm going to get up. My dad's still here as well. He's just gone out with the dog, because I couldn't film whilst he was here. I'm really weak. I'm really, really weak. And I'm scared that if I go to sleep, it'll be dark when I get up. Because it's after 12 now, and if I lie down, I'm probably going to sleep for 4 or 5 hours. But I'm tired. You can tell I'm tired because I look tired. And I've had about 2 hours sleep. And I just woke up and I thought, I'll go on my phone for 10 minutes. And then that turned into an hour, and that turned into like 5 hours later. I'm still sat here. I did some housework last night. I did some laundry. It's all dry. I put a gorgeous gingerbread carpet powder down in here. I've hoovered all of the house except for the stairs that lead to my bedroom. What else did I do? I Dettoled all the door handles and light switches all over the house, except for in my dad's bedroom and in my dad's bathroom, but I did the outside. And that's about it. So I'm going to put these on my bottom half. I know they don't match, but I need something on because I'm cold. I'm going to be having a bath. I'm going to hopefully be going to the shop at some point. I don't want to go to sleep. I'm tired. Yeah. It is cold. Do you know what? These are actually summery. This isn't what I was going to talk about. I got them and I never really wore them. And they're kind of blue and they've got palm leaves on and flowers and flamingos. I actually put my electric blanket on a couple of minutes, well, about 10 minutes ago, and now I don't want to, that's why I don't want to get out of bed. Because it is really, really cold, like, really cold. So I'm going to shut my window. Are you a happy girl? Yeah, I'm a happy girl. Well, she's just been given treats on a walk, didn't you? By a stranger. Stranger danger, have you never heard of that? Right, we don't have any teethy ones. We've got Rodeos. Do you want one of them? I don't need to do a paw. Here you go. The light's always quite good here, but I do look crappy. I'm going to say my eyes yellow, but I think they have a slight tinge of yellow to them. But it never ever picks up. What have you got? Another one? There's no minty ones or anything like that because we're short. She had a big one the other day. I think there's a food haul up. Oh, so we've got meaty rolls. I can't remember the pedigree equivalent of these. And she's had 2 of them. We have Rodeos. She's had the Aldi versions of these. I don't think she's too keen on them. And we have Tasty Bites. I think I'm going to give her a couple of Tasty Bites. I think... Hello, are you waiting for me? There you go. They're lovely and soft, these. I can tell why she likes them. Another one. Another one. I just put 2 in with her food to try and encourage her to eat. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm going to have a coffee. I'm not going to be having coffee for... Oh, I've not had coffee much recently. I think I've gone off it a little bit. Do you know when you go through phases of really loving something and then you're just like... then you're not as keen? Are you happy? I'm always moody. I am called Moody Cleo because I'm moody. I'm cute. Yeah, so I won't be drinking coffee. For at least a week from Saturday, maybe longer. I'm eating too much at the moment. I'm having breakouts. I don't know if it's because of I'm eating or because of hormone imbalance or lack of sleep or stress. I mean, you can't really see the severity of it, but it is pretty bad. And I keep snacking. Like I went to bed at like 4 o'clock and came down at 4 for a snack and a drink. I mean, who actually does that? Probably other people, but then I had another snack and then I was up most of the night and then I went to sleep for about 2 hours, woke up, really tired, couldn't keep my eyes open. I was like, trying to go on my phone. After an hour, I'm wide awake and then I'm there for another 3-4 hours on my phone with my battery dying. And then I'm like, I'm cold, I'm going to get up. Of course, I had to put the heating on because my dad's turned it off. And he came back in with the dog and I'm like, you're not cold. I'm never cold. So, yeah, because you leave when the house is nice and warm. He's put the washer on. He said he's put 2 shirts in. Because I said if he put the whitener stuff in, he's only put it on the quick wash. And he doesn't, because I've got loads of whiteners, because his shirts never stay white. And I've got loads of... Oh, I don't want to move them because everything will move. But it doesn't even... I think he puts the stain remover in because it seems to go down a massive amount all the time. Ugh. But I am very much aware that I haven't filmed, and there's been a couple of reasons. One, I'm very much aware of how much I'm actually filming, and week 2 is long. It's like I've bloody filmed a film. My life isn't as action-packed as a film, but it's like I've made a film. And I know it's because in December I was trying to film as much as I could each day to get up at least half an hour. I'm just weak. I'm really weak studying, chatting away. I also feel like I'm going to be sick. So I was very much conscious of that because I've been editing it all week. Like, I did a chunk of it Sunday, Monday, and I've not really done much. I did a bit Tuesday, and I finished it last night. Fell asleep when it was saving, and I thought I'm going to wake up and it's going to say there's not enough memory, because that's been happening a lot. And that it's going to want me to delete something, and there's not really anything left to delete that I'm willing to delete. So I thought I was going to have to, like, delete lots of footage. Maybe that would have been a good idea, because it's an epic feature film. I am very down at the moment. I am a little bit... I'm not happy. My dad's only just going. Hello, Cleo. She stresses me out when she does this, because she thinks either my dad's home or someone else is going to come to the door. And it stresses me out, because 1 minute she'll be just led there, like sleeping, over, so she'll lift her head up and look at the door. Then I'll panic thinking there's someone going to come and knock on the door, because I don't like people knocking on the door. And then I'll like look on the camera and there'll be no one outside, and then she'll just keep stirring. Eventually she'll put her head down like that, and then at some point she'll lift it up and look again and stress me out. Yeah, I'm talking about you little terror. Yeah, I am. You sleepy? Second coffee. I had one. I've not actually eaten yet. Had one. I was like, oh, this is lovely and creamy. So I've made another one. I've wanted to try this for the longest time, but I've never been able to get it. I have the cream cleaner there. But I've always wanted this, and then I found it in B&M 2 days ago. And basically, I'm going to try this in my bath, because, as you know, my bath got damaged last year by 2 bath products at 2 different times. The first one was by a black bath bomb, blue bath bomb, and that's dyed it blue. I've wanted this for a little while, so I'm going to put some on. I'm going to put my phone on charge as well. Do you ever get, like, caught up in your own little world and... I might have a blue tablet. Get caught up in your own little world and take about an hour to do something that takes 20 minutes, and then be like, oh God, it's that time. Yeah, that was me. I was meant to go out half an hour ago. Hi everyone. I've been sat in my car on the car park for about half an hour, and now I need the toilet, but I've definitely... This is one of the worst ones to go to, so I'm not... God, it might get to the point where I have to go, and I don't want to go, because this is definitely the worst one. I've not let the vlog go live yet. I'll do that when I get home, because I need to do the hashtags, because I've not filled a description box in for months, and I keep meaning to go and do it, but it's going to take hours to do them all, because also I had to work out when they were filmed as well, which is going to probably take me a while to sort it all out. So I plan on doing that at some point, but I don't think it's going to be for the next few weeks. It's ever since my bloody computer stopped working. I don't have a computer at home anymore, and I could do with one. Well, sometimes I don't really need one. Sometimes it'd be handy to have one. Like I'm just making my fringe staticky. Can you see it's splitting there? So I was trying to get it to stick together. Yeah, I could do with it. Sometimes I don't need a computer, sometimes I do. Sometimes things are like easier at a computer than on a phone. but I don't massively like miss it. It's just handy for description boxes and looking at things full size when you know, when you're ordering stuff. It helps. So yeah, my dad had a go at me, and then I snuck out, and then I was like, oh, he put the oven on. God knows if he's even put his stuff in. Like, I left 45 minutes ago. Sometimes he puts it on for an hour and a half. Then he's cooking for an hour, and I can't use the oven for all that time. But I think it was about 6:30. I had 2 slices of toast on, like, you know, milk bread, milk loaf, which are really thin and small. I had peanut butter, and I had my chicken noodles by Coca that comes in a bowl. I think I would have put that clip of my B&M haul in this video. I've tried the other noodles as well. I had them yesterday and they're quite good. I'm going to get one of them tomorrow. I'm going to get one of each tomorrow if I can. The Coca noodles aren't always in stock, especially in chicken. There's a group of teenagers heading to Asda, so I'm not that hungry. I've had cereal today. I've had 2 small boxes of Special K, original Special K, and is it red berries? Because I love it. And I was thinking of getting something from here, but I don't really know what I want. I know I don't want to get anything big, but I want something. If it's something that I've got to cook, I want something that's going to be quick and not too much, because I don't feel hungry, but I know I'll feel hungry afterwards. And I'm sick of snacking all the time. I need to get some proper meals made and whatever. My petrol light came on as well, and I don't have that much money. I had planned on filling it up and keeping it topped up every week, and then it gets to the next week and I need to put about £30 in, or £25, and I don't have the £25, and I might only have 5, and I really should put the 5 in, because at least then I'm putting something in, because the petrol light came on when I left my house, and obviously I was driving for 10-15 minutes, and I've been sat here for like 35-40 minutes now, so it does burn fuel off. Sat here just thinking about life and how crap it is. My hair needs cutting. I feel like I've kind of made a decision when it comes to colour, because I'm getting a bit sick of this, to be honest, but I like having my natural colour, but I don't think I'm going to keep it long term. Says me who's not had it coloured since April. I bet when it's April it'll be about there, and that's how much it would have grown in a year, because it's literally there, so I think it would be about there if I let it get that far. I can't afford to have it done, to be honest, because it'd be like 80 quid, so that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Can't wait to show you what's in my shopping. I think I just spent £25. I'm gonna go straight on because I've got some ice. I've got crushed ice. I love that it's crushed. If it was up to me, I'd have both crushed and normal, because I like crushed because I can mix it with drinks and munch on it, and I like the big pieces because I like the big pieces. I need to get these in the freezer, but that's the crushed ice, because I want to make some smoothies, and that's what I was thinking of. I've got like that there to do smoothies in. I need to sort all this mess out, but I'd love to get a bag of normal ice and this ice. I need to have a mini clean out. Oh god, this is where I normally put my ice. feel like this has been opened a bit too long. I got it covered in porridge and I never eat my porridge. Oh, that's when you're supposed to have it by. Oh god, it won't focus, so I'm gonna freeze it. I'm gonna put my ice there. This quick because I want to put this in. This is the first of a cookbook and I didn't plan on getting this. It is plant-based dirty fries prepared with potato fries smothered in tomato and non-dairy creamy sauce, topped with a cheddar alternative and ricotta chili peppers. So, A, I'm hoping this isn't spicy. B, I'm curious about the cheddar alternative and I hope it's not a strong alternative because I don't like strong cheese. And I'm curious about the non-dairy creamy sauce because I'm not the biggest creamy sauce fan. But I'm going to get these in because it's 10:30 at night and it takes half an hour. But I don't feel hungry. Oh god. I don't know what to do. I might have these tomorrow. But what have I got for today? I hate the fact that my dad is listening to me. See, there's nothing in the fridge for me. I sorted it out last night. I had to look to see what I got because I have wrote a shopping list. And I didn't even go to Asda to start my shopping list, but I have started my shopping and I've ad-libbed. You know when you add stuff on. So I've got stuff that I didn't mean to go for. But if I don't have those dirty fries, there's literally vegetables, homemade cranberry sauce which needs to be binned, eggs that are out of date but I had 2 yesterday. I'm still alive. I forgot to get a cold drink. Oh my god. Why are you crying? Because I'm a softie and if I cry I might get something. Well, you've had a lot today. So you little chunky bum, you're not having anything. Good girl, you're so clever. Hello. You're so cute. Look at that cute little face. Oh, they're beautiful. You're still not having anything, chunky bum. You're so junk. You're so junk. You're so junk. Oh god. No, you're not having anything. So I don't know what to have. Oh god. Can you see my fingers swelling up? I don't know what to have. Could have. Do you know what? I'm gonna have cereal. I'm gonna have some Weetabix because I've got the ice cream and I've got stuff here to snack on. So I can save them and have them for my lunch tomorrow. Right, let's do this. So I've got 4 avocados because I want to have avocado on toast a couple of times for breakfast. I've not had avocado for ages. These are perfect size because I can have a full one each time because they're quite small. The top 2 are almost ripe and the bottom 2 aren't. So I thought the price was good. I've not had avocado in ages. These were on offer for £1. They react badly with my body, but I don't care. I'm going to have some paracetamol, guacamole, because I'm making vegan chili. One day next week I'm going to have it for an evening meal and the next day for lunch. So I thought I'd have some guacamole. The calories aren't great. Well, 89 calories per serving. But it's not like I'm going to have it all. Oh god, I'm having a lot of avocado. It says vegetarian. I don't know if I said them. More ginger, I don't know why. These big garlics, 25p. Absolute bargain. They were on offer for £1 for 2. I'm going to have 1. I'll leave 1 for my dad. I never eat 2. I feel like it's really greedy. I got a bag of these potatoes. They can be used to boil them with the skin on, or parboil them and then put them in the oven, or put them in something. I've wanted to try this range for ages and it's £2.99 and it was on offer for £2 today. Do you know the most expensive item I bought were the dirty fries for £2.50? This was on offer for £2, but look how gorgeous they look. I love sweet potato and I like pumpkin. so I'll probably have one at a time. And I was thinking one with like some lettuce and cucumber, maybe some pepper and some rice, and then I could do one with some potatoes and some sweet corn. So there's 2 there, and they've got the 17th on, which is like next week, end of next week. Then, if you know me, you know I don't really eat cheese. Every now and then I crave cheese and onion sandwiches, and I'm not craving it, this isn't why I've got this. But if I ever do have cheese, it would be a cheese and onion sandwich, or I'll get mozzarella and put mozzarella in like a pasta dish or something along those lines. But it's very rare for me to get cheese. The last time I craved cheese and onion sandwiches was like September, so that's the last time I had cheese. So everyone knows about the vegan cheeses. At Christmas in Asda, they did a Violife cheese selection for £4. Well, it was £5, then it went to £4. And I was tempted to get it just to taste what the vegan cheese was like. But I don't really eat cheese. I don't like cheese. I don't mind dairy dunkers. I don't like the triangle things. But that's as far as I'll go with cheese, or cheese on a burger. That's about it. So I've got this. I would try it tonight, but it says that you have to eat it in 7 days. It's quite a lot to eat in 7 days, but I might not think that when I'm using it. I can't quite remember what I got it for, but I did get it for something. I'm dying to try it. Originally I picked up the Tesco free from mozzarella, grated mozzarella, and it was £2, and I spotted this was £1.90 and it's not an offer. So I was like, oh, I'm getting the branded one, especially when I turned them both over and they both have identical ingredients in. So I'm intrigued to try. I'm having to stop myself from opening the packet just to try it. I got the Dentastix in the medium size for Cleo. I normally get her the big ones, but she's getting older and I feel like she struggles a little bit with the big ones now, so I get her the smaller ones. And she still enjoys them just the same. I got these because they're an offer. She normally gets Aldi's own, but I feel like these are slightly better, but obviously it depends on how much money I've got, where I am, etc. Don't know if I've mentioned them. I got this from my dad. I'm dying to try this one because I love butternut squash, but I've got him this because they're an offer for £1. I absolutely love these. I had them for the first time when I went to Devon. I think it was 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago when I took off and went to Devon? I think so. Or was it anyway, it doesn't matter. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're super creamy. Like, my favourite yoghurt is Quark yoghurt. I'm going to try and get one for tomorrow if I remember. But these are absolutely gorgeous. They're made with coconut milk. I highly recommend them, and they're only £1.25 full price, which I paid, and I think that's good. You've seen these. These are either going to be my lunch, or if I don't have enough for my lunch, I'll have it at some point over the weekend. I got 5 bottles of Diet Coke because Asda's the only place where it's on offer for £1. And I got the soy milk because this is the most milk. Oh god. This is the most milk-like milk that you can get. And I keep meaning to try it in tea and I never do. So this is what I'm going to be having in tea for the next week. And it does taste like milk, like cow's milk, so I'm going to give it a go. I need to put the shopping away. I don't like, I've got cereal milk as well. I don't like, what was I going to say? Having Weetabix because I don't have many left. And Weetabix are super expensive at the moment. I think it's something to do with Brexit. Last year there was like a 6-week period when I couldn't get them anywhere, and I love them. I don't know if I'm going to have them first. I might have my love corn first, then my cereal, then my cupcake, then my ice cream. So I'm not going to go hungry. I'm going to put all this away and I'll catch up with you at some point. I need to make my vlog live. Hi everyone. So I was going to do kind of a sit down bit of a chat, but I'm tired. and I kind of want to go upstairs for the night. It's like 25 to 1 in the morning. I was up all night last night until, can't remember what time it was, but I had around 2 hours sleep, woke up, forced myself to stay awake, and I've been awake all day since. I've really struggled with it at times throughout the day. I think it was like 5:30 or something like that. I was getting ready to get in the bath and I was doing a few things, and I had this weird sensation in my head. I felt like I was going to collapse. Like, I don't know, my face was red out, I didn't feel well. I felt on the verge of collapse, and I was like, oh God, it's probably because I didn't have much sleep last night. Like, I had some, more than I had. Oh God, it was last Wednesday night when I stayed up all night. And it was Wednesday night leading into Thursday that I didn't get much sleep again. It must be a Wednesday night thing, but yeah. I was tired when I got up and I came downstairs and I did a few small things, but it was like 5:30 or whatever time it was, and I was just doing a few things upstairs, and I had no energy and I felt really weak and I felt like I couldn't get a full breath, and I had this weird sensation in my head like I was about to collapse at some point, and I just couldn't understand how or why. And then it was like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh God, I've got to get in the bath, because I'd run a bath and I was like doing stuff whilst it cooled down a little bit, and I always do that. Like, if I'm having a bath and like I'm cleaning the bath on the way downstairs, I'll literally come downstairs and like I'll be down here for an hour and then I'll go and get in it and it'll still be really hot. And I didn't run it that hot, but it was still really hot when I got in it, like half an hour after, and I put a bit of cold water in, because I've got a habit of putting too much cold water in. Then I had to let some water out and put more warm water in because I put too much cold in, and I didn't do that today. And I actually didn't stay in the bath that long. I was like, oh, I'm going to shave my legs and stuff, and after I shaved my legs, I was like, oh, I don't really want to sit in the bath, it's hot, I don't want to end up falling asleep. So I was probably in the bathroom only 25 minutes, and that included shaving my legs, and that took forever because I missed doing it last time I had a bath. It's so time consuming, but at the same time, I can't think of anything worse than not doing it. Preliminarily, like, I didn't get to like look properly, but I think the pink stuff has got rid of the majority of that black stain, and I've had that black stain since around May-ish time, May, June, when I used that particular bath bomb. And I clean it when I get out and when I get in again. Just before I get in, I give it a real good scrub, and it got slightly lighter, but it was still there. And then there's bits of patches of the like the black dye around the edges of the bath in various places, which I don't really notice as much. It's like when you're looking at it, you just notice the big black thing in the middle and you notice a bit of the blue going up the side. But it does look, and I'm not going to fully comment on it until I've seen it again in daylight, but it does look like it was significantly improved it. So I'm going to get a drink, let the dog out, go upstairs, probably take my makeup off. I probably won't be, it's either going to go one way or the other. I'm going to be up for several hours, or I'm going to be asleep pretty fast. I've got a lot of my shopping. I have got a shopping list on my phone for once. I need to get some snacks. I need to do my list, but I also need to get snacks that are filling and not too sweet, but I want a variety of stuff so I don't eat loads of crap, because I need to cut out the crap. I need to eat 3 proper meals a day, a couple of snacks. Don't go OTT with the calories. Don't drink rubbish. Don't eat too much rubbish. I know I'm not going to be able to like just cut it out overnight, but I just want to eat a little bit better. On the weather app, it's saying 4 degrees feels like 1, and I looked because I came in and I was like, oh God, it's cold. I think it's going to freeze, but I had to look because I'm always hot basically at the moment. I do want to take that upstairs. Chilly. Hey babies. She's just been out. She's such a good girl at times. And other times she's a little fucker. stepping over a dog with a drink in one hand and a phone in the other hand. It's not easy. It's bloody hard because you've got no balance. Much stuff on my bloody bed because I brought stuff up. I don't know if you can actually pick that up because as I'm viewing it through the screen it looks darker to me, but you can't see it the way I can see it, but I can see these big white fluffy clouds and it's super light. Can you see how light it is? You probably can, and it's not massively well lit outside, but it's quite bright. Look at that, can you see the clouds? The moon is there, right above my window, but it's super light. I mean there's a light on there, but that's not doing that. How amazing is that? I hope you can see it. First thing I do when I come down is put the heating back on. Hello. What you doing? Making your bed, haven't you? Yep. Pulled my blanket off, Mummy. Yeah, I pulled my blanket off. I pulled it off. Yes, I did. Oh, a gorgeous bun. Hello, YouTube. Oh. Hi, Bobby's kiss. Mwah. Love you. Gorgeous. What is it? Oh, yeah. Second thing I do, shut this bloody door because someone has made it into a freezer. That one there, yeah. We all know it's you. Opening the bloody door, you maniac. Oh. Hey, who's a little maniac? Who's a little maniac? Hey, is it you? Hmm? Ticklish back. Oh, yeah. Oh. Junk, hello. You are so pretty. Oh, pretty. Yeah. Hello, babes. You sniffing me? Thanks. Tired. Are you tired? Yeah. Yeah. What a bus. Yeah. I'm so tired. But I've had. Ooh. I've had a good 8-9 hours sleep in total. So technically I shouldn't be tired. I wake about an hour and I'm just starting to yawn. That does not make any sense at all. The food I bought yesterday I'm dying to start, but I'm not having it till tomorrow. I've just got a black pudding out of the fridge. If you don't know what it is, don't ask, don't Google it. I don't know if I want it though. Ingredients: water, flour, oatmeal, pale barley, dried pork something, dried pork fat, onion, pork rind, salt, mixed herbs, wheat starch, white pepper, yeast extract. Because I was thinking, well, I can't have egg because my eggs have gone off. I did have them the other day, but they didn't float. Do you know when you put them in the water and if they float, they're bad? As much as I like egg, I don't think egg's going to happen. I'm going to have some black pudding It actually says to slice it. I've never had black pudding in one of these before. I'm gonna have black pudding, beans. I'm not having my barbecue beans because I'm saving them. And toast. Oh god, there's a lot of Aldi beans in here. So it looks like I'm going to be having Aldi beans. And that I'm going to be cooking using olive oil because there's no vegetable oil. Do you reckon sunflower oil? This is probably a really stupid question that someone my age should know. Do you reckon sunflower oil is made out of sunflowers? Because I've always thought, because it's named sunflower oil, it's made out of sunflowers. How do you get oil out of sunflower? But then again, how do you get oil out of vegetables, like vegetable oil? Am I thinking about this too much? To get in, you actually have to cut the end of the black pudding off. If you've never seen inside of a black pudding, you can see all the fat. It's not the healthiest option. Got to cut discs to get the black packaging off, because there's no other way to get it off. Got those dirty fries, but I think I'm gonna have them. Do you know what I love? There's no skin on. Normally black puddings have skin on, and I hate the skin. Absolutely hate the skin. And they're probably putting the skins to keep the shape, but because it's in this package, it's kept the shape, obviously, which I like. I've not had black pudding in a long time, and last time I had it, I didn't love it. Your taste change. We used to have black pudding as like a treat, even though it's cheap and it's not like a luxury item. And some people don't like it because when you tell them what's in it, automatically they're like, no, don't want that. But the thing is, the main ingredient you'll find in any kind of meat products anyway, and there's not as much in as you think. Because I once watched, there was this thing that, I don't know if working the raw black pudding off, but it's already cooked, you just warming it back up. That's what I found out from this programme I watched. There was this programme called Aid in Britain with Adrian Edmondson. Some of you probably would never have heard of Adrian Edmondson. He's in EastEnders at the moment playing Danville. If you watch EastEnders, that's Aid Edmondson. And he happens to be married. I think I put too much oil in because I reckon this could probably cook on less oil looking at it. But because I'm copying how my dad's always cooked it, I've just drowned it in tons of oil. Adrian Edmondson's married to my favourite comedian, Jennifer Saunders, who some of you also will never have heard of. From the 90s called Ab Fab. And again, some of you will never even heard of that either. He used to do this series where he used to go round to different like towns and cities, and he'd try the local delicacy, or he would get shown how things were made, and he'd have a go at making things. And in one of the episodes, like, I'm sad that it's not on anymore because it was on for a few years. One episode he went to where Bury black pudding is made. I used to live in Bury. If you live in Bury, it's called Bury, B-U-R-Y. If you're not from Bury, it's called Bury. But I used to live in Bury, and that's where that black pudding's from, and it's famous for the black pudding, Bury black pudding. And they showed him how he made it, and there's not as much of the red ingredients in it as you would think, because it's got like barley and wheat and things like that in it. So if you like, you can't have gluten, definitely don't try and have it. And it was really interesting. I used to love this TV show. It's super interesting to see. I'm sure that's on the wonk. It is, but it doesn't matter. Typical that it's on a wonk. Yeah, it just didn't come back one year. It weren't on last year. It might have been on the year before and the year before that, but It was such a good TV show. I loved it. So I've got the Aldi baked beans. My favourite baked beans are actually from M&S. I think they're 38p a can. I probably won't even eat half a can. I didn't even have a proper meal yesterday. I had cereal twice. I had a pot of noodles, 2 slices of milk rolled with peanut butter on while I toasted it. I had some Twiglets. See, this is what I mean. I need to start eating better. And I had some rolled corn, and then I had a little tiny tub of ice cream. So it's Food Shop Friday. I did quite a bit of shopping yesterday. I have a list on my phone and I didn't look at it in the shop. I didn't even plan on getting anything from my list, but I know I did pick up things that were on my list. So I want to finish my list. I'm getting stuff that I don't normally get. I'm trying something different. I'm trying to be healthier. I want to have 3 meals a day. I want to up my vegetable intake because I like vegetables. I don't know. Like, even if I get a ready meal or something pre-prepared, I'm going to put at least 1 vegetable with it, hopefully something green, because I do like my green vegetables. I'm planning on trying to drink at least a litre of water a day. I'm going to get 6 1.5 litre bottles. I've got one on the floor, so that's 7. I'm going to try and drink the majority of one every day. I used to drink 1.5 litres to 2 litres a day, easily. And now I've gotten out the habit. I used to, like, this is how good I was. I'd drink like 1.5 litres of water, then I'd drink a 2 litre bottle of Diet Coke or whatever the biggest size is now. And sometimes I'd drink other things like tea and coffee. Oh, that's hotter than I thought it would be. Ooh. Because I don't want to get anything too bad for me, because I keep snacking. But I feel like if I eat 3 meals a day and actually get up by lunchtime and have breakfast and then a later lunch and then an evening meal, I feel that'll help and stop me from snacking. Like you saw what I got yesterday from the shop. I need to put my toast down in a minute. So it's not too bad in here. My favourite thing is actually, and I'm dying to try these, I've been trying to try this brand for ages, Rivera, but it's $2.99, but it was down to 2, so I was like, yes, I'm getting it. Pumpkin and sweet potato burgers, that's 2 different evening meals, or I could have one for lunch. Really excited. I've got avocado on toast for breakfast and or lunch. I've got those dirty fries. I'm going to have that with something over the weekend. I've got the vegan cheese to try. I don't eat cheese anyway, so if I don't like it, I'm not going to be shocked. I've got my almond milk. I've got soy milk to have with tea. Yeah. Anyway, I've got my cocoa yogurts. They're gorgeous. I should have got 2 packs. I'll have to go and get some in the week, because I'm probably going to have one Saturday and Sunday. Oh god, they're gorgeous. Right, I need to put my toast down, I need to get a cold drink, and yeah, I'm trying to leave the house before 5 today. I mean, my hair's washed, it just needs brushing. My fringe needs straightening because it was sticking up before. It's not anymore because I've managed to tame it, so I might not need to put any heat on it. Hope. See, that bit was sticking up, but we'll see. Oh, do you know what? My fringe does my head in at times. It needs properly trimming, basically. Oh god, I've just seen him. I was in the shop at the checkout, in the second shop that I've been in, and I always chat if I get this person on the checkout, and we were chatting away, and the guy that's just walked past then, and I hadn't paid by this point. I was trying to pay and we were just chatting away, and I'm like waiting for him to say how much it was, and this guy put his stuff on the conveyor belt, walked past me and went and stood at the bottom where the stuff comes out, where I was stood. Well, I was stood at the side of it next to where you pay, and he just stared at him, at the cashier, and I was like, how much is that? And I paid him and practically ran out. He wasn't very patient with his 4 items. I keep going in that shop because there's something I want and they never ever get it in, and I got told by the person who I always talk to, that they get a delivery every 2 days, but they don't know what's going to be on it. So I'm not going every 2 days. I was gonna, oh god, I'm sick of my fringe splitting, it does my head in. I don't want to get my prescription. Oh god. I actually had planned on being home by this time, but I got here, sat here for about half an hour. For some reason, when I'm in my car, like, I sit and think about things that I do think about them when I'm at home, but I feel like I think about them more when I'm in my car. So I was thinking about things, then I went in the shop and I spent less than £25, like 23 something, almost 24. Oh, there's a police van going past. Are they going to B&M? Yeah. I don't think anyone's shoplifting. I think they're probably going for some snacks or something, because I've just been in there, so I'm on a different car park. I'm just getting a drink and something to eat, because if I go into this shop as hungry as I feel right now, I'm probably going to buy loads of crap. Which I don't want to do. So I just bought a drink from one shop. Well, I bought drinks in both shops that I could open, but I bought this especially to have now. And I'm also about to eat something that I hadn't planned on eating, but there's, other than some lentil crisps, which I don't think would fill me up, there's nothing really option wise. So I got plant menu, give me to miss, barbecue jackfruit rolls. Jackfruit is a hickory flavoured barbecue sauce wrapped in a golden pastry. I'm new. The fully saturated fat's not good. Can be eaten hot and cold. It tells you how to warm them up. I'm pretty sure these are vegan. Friendly. So I'm gonna have one of these. So the woman on the checkout was like, have you had these yet? And I'm like, no. She's like, oh, they're really good. So years ago, I think it was Morrison's, they used to have like a hot counter where you could get pies and sausage rolls and pastries. And this reminds me of, they used to do a pizza one, and inside it was like pizza flavour. That's what this tastes like. It's very different. Don't buy it expecting to be like a sausage roll. Yeah, the pastry is very, very good actually, seeing as it's got no butter in. I actually feel like I've got a cold. Didn't say that earlier, but when I was, after I'd eaten, I was sat with the fan on because I'm too hot, and I got all like this. So when I went up for my shower, I took a hot water with honey, lemon and ginger. Tasted a bit funny, but the ginger I put in was a bit old. Like it had like 2 days date on it, but when I get ginger from Asda in a packet, it doesn't seem to last very long. I did get a fresh packet yesterday, but my body's all achy as well, so I'm a little bit worried I'm getting a cold. And I just sneezed, and I hate sneezing, and I hate being all, and it's cold in my car, but I don't want to get too warm. But there, the pastry's good. I do recommend this because I've just ate it all. I'm keeping the other one as part of a lunch. That is the golden puff pastry. Like, how have they made it? Because puff pastry's got fat in. As a pastry fan, I don't typically get things that have got pastry on. The only thing that I tend to have every now and then is I'll have a pie, and obviously they've got pastry on. Now and then I'll get a sausage roll from Marks and Spencer's, but last time I had them I didn't like them, so I've not had them since. But yeah, the pastry was really good, because sometimes the pastry's either too dry, it can be, do you know, when it's really heavy, and that was actually just right. It wasn't a cheap pastry, but it wasn't a super expensive pastry. And I don't know how they're making puff pastry without, oh well, you put lard in it, so of course they can have it with lard in, because it's vegan, lard is just a fat. Oh, an animal fat, is it? Oh god, I don't know, I need to stop talking because I don't know. Super tasty. It does have a very barbecue, not too barbecue-y. Oh god, I'm like a bloody food critic. But it's just for people who are interested in vegan or plant-based food. Because I typically eat a 30% plant-based diet, 40% vegetarian, and 30 meat. But there's times when my meat is down to like 10-15%, and then my vegetarian and plant-based is higher. It just depends on how I'm feeling, what's going on in my life, if I'm really down, if I'm going to the shop often, if I feel up to making meals. If I feel okay to make, you know, meals from scratch, I eat more vegetarian and plant-based. And it's, yeah, I'll talk about it another time, but there's certain things I prefer without meat in. I don't crave meat. For convenience sake, it's easy for me to get something that's got meat in, shove it in the oven or whatever, and I don't like to cook things that take ages to cook, like 10-15 minutes, and like 5-minute prep, 10-15 minutes to cook. I'm happy with. Anything longer, it puts me off cooking, because I just don't want to stand there doing it, because I just can't be bothered. And I'm also down all the time. It's with that sausage roll. Well, it's not a sausage roll. Problem is, things like that, they become popular, then you can't get them. And obviously going in the daytime would be better. I've only had 2 drinks today. I've had a coffee, which was like less than half the cup, well maybe around half, and I've had a large glass of Diet Coke, and I also had the honey, lemon and ginger. I do feel like I'm coming down with something. I don't want to get something. Obviously there's a Sunday video coming, there's a Tuesday video coming. They're filmed, they're edited, they're uploaded. I think there's 2 or 3 up. There's one I need to film that is a second part to one. There's one that I need to film in the next week. I have my latest in beauty due. I have another one due probably next week. I'm hoping to get that up. Like, if it arrives Monday, I'll film it and get it up Tuesday, because it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday and Sunday videos are back at the moment, just because I've got a lot to show basically. I'm trying to decide if I should go to McDonald's, but last time I didn't even enjoy it. I enjoyed it on my birthday, and then I went a week later and I was like, ugh. And then I went, I don't know, a few weeks ago and got loads of nuggets, and I was like, I'm over it. I do want the vegetarian finger meal, but a lot of people are saying they're not very good. But I like vegetarian fingers. I think people are probably expecting more than what it actually is, but it's just a potato based thing. It's potato, it's got like breadcrumbs on the outside, on the inside it's potato, and in the middle there's vegetables, just like the ones you get from the shop. I normally have about 2-3 at a push, depending on what I'm having with them. And you can have them with anything. You can have them with beans and little potatoes, you can have them with chips and beans, you can have them with just chips, you can have them with a salad, you can have them with some rice and some salad. I am tired, and I don't know why I'm tired, because I did have at least 8 hours sleep. I know you can't see me, I just can't be bothered holding the phone. And considering I only started filming for this vlog yesterday, I've got a lot of footage. I'm just going to put some lip balm on. My lips are very dry. I've got 2 in my pocket. I've got my Sweet Lime Pie Lip Balm, which is green and actually has a green tinge to it if you put too much on. There's not, oh, there's quite a bit in here still. I've got about 3 of these that are not opened because it's by the same brand that my favourite eyebrow pencils by. So I stocked up on these as well as the eyebrow pencil. I used to wear this all the time, but I've not had it in my pocket for ages. So I've been using lipstick a lot more. And I've got a CBD lip balm that I got in my last, not my last latest in beauty box, I think it was the one before. There's still loads left in it because I think I might have another lip balm in my pocket as well. But because I've got my other one on, I can't put it on top. He's just watching me. So I come home and I can't put the shopping out because, surprise, surprise, at 9:30 at night he's cooking still. So he's hogging the oven and the hob. So I've had to just put my bags in the kitchen. I'll probably go in and probably watch him kicking them, because that's what he normally does when he wants something to move something, he kicks it. So I've just come in here, bought these. That one looks a little bit squashed. This will probably not be in the food haul because I'm going to eat them all because I didn't buy any food. I'll go with a cinnamon roll. I don't know what any of these are. So this has been at the freezer for a very long time and I've forgotten about it. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put it because I did have a clear out. So basically this is the first item from Aldi and it's a strawberry and banana smoothie mix. It says you can mix it with water or a fruit juice and it's just actually frozen bananas and strawberries. Typically I would get fresh strawberries and fresh bananas, but when I went in, the strawberries were either £2 or £2.20 for the same amount of this, and obviously at that point I hadn't seen this, I was just hoping they had them. Years ago they used to do packs and I think there was like 4 packs in each one and there were loads of different flavours. At the moment what they've got in is this, and then they had one that had strawberry, raspberry and something else, and because I don't like raspberry I didn't get it. So it is actually working out cheaper to get it frozen at the moment. And it says on the back, because I looked at Asda ones last night and they wanted you to blend it with apple juice, and I'm not a massive apple juice fan and it's full of sugar. So I decided earlier that I'm going to mix it with coconut water, and I do have one in the fridge that's been in there ages from Aldi, so I'm going to have a look. But this is one of the things that I've got for either breakfast or part of my breakfast and a snack. But yeah, I think it was £1.60. That's one. The fridge is quite full, which is annoying. Oh, I forgot to get, there was some, I wanted to get some of these because they're actually out of date. I found them in the cupboard and they're out of date, but this one isn't. Actually, this is my dad's, so he can have this one. I can also have my stuff in. My ham needs to go in the fridge because it's out of date. I didn't actually make that, I think. Oh, my dog can have that tomorrow. I think this is out of date. 30th of the 12th, and it doesn't look like it's gone off. It's misshapen, but I might give that a go. So yeah, they're out of date, but I said I'd try them. Not now, but I will try them. So yeah, I've had that in there ages, and it's coconut water. And it's got on, oh actually it's in date, the 28th of the 2nd, 20. So I'm going to use that with the smoothie mix and something else which I'm about to show you. From Aldi, I got this. So there is one of these by Sweet Freedom called Choc Shot. It's been around years, and a lot of people who are on diets or they're cutting calories or they just want to be healthy in general have Choc Shot. And choc shot you can use on desserts, you can mix it in porridge, you can put it in hot drinks, you can have it on anything. And I got one and never really tried it. Like, I tried it a couple of times and I shoved it in the fridge and forgot about it. And obviously you can only have things open for a certain amount of time. This doesn't tell you, does it? Add coffee, frappes, cocktails and drizzle over pancakes and porridge. Take me home and let your taste buds and me run free. Ingredients: sweet freedom, natural fruit extract, natural flavouring and colour. Doesn't tell you how long you can keep it open for, but the other one did. So I've got this. I'm probably going to put it in the fridge. So I can have that on porridge or in coffees, which I'm not going to have for a little while. And I'm going to put it in my smoothies to just give it a little bit of extra taste. I've got some paracetamol. Then I wanted pita breads because I'm going to make these falafels. And it's falafel in pita bread. And pita bread's much cheaper than these. They're like 40p. And these were like, hold on, I've got the receipt. There were a lot more these, but I like the idea of them. 85p, so it's double the price, but they're massive. They're super soft. There is a lot of calories. They look absolutely amazing, and you can freeze them. So if it gets close to the 18th and I've not had them all, I'm going to freeze them. But I thought I could make a pita bread pizza one day as well. And I can make my falafels and have my falafels in them. Just something different. Oh God, this can't believe how soft they are. Then I got Fruitella with fruit juice, gelatin free. I thought I'd give them a try. I got the Foodie Market multi-pack bites. One of these I know I don't like and I can't remember which one. One of them that I hated the texture of. So they got hummus, tomato and basil flavour, lentil sea salt flavour, and quinoa sour cream and chive flavour. See, I might not even like the flavours other than the salted ones. I'm really fussy. I got a bag of sweet leaf salad. I got a broccoli. That's what I had in the car and I'd recommend it. The next one I have, I'm going to heat it up. And I'm going to have it for a lunch, and I'm going to have it with something, whether it's vegetables or rice or potatoes. It's going to be with something. I got this pack of address labels, 99p, and there is 180 labels. I'm hoping it's the size of the box. That's what the image I've got in my head. And it's slightly smaller than the box. That's what I dropped in the floor before. I then got this Oatine Millionaire Crunch Salted Caramels, a protein bar. These are not cheap, even Buddy Nowadays it was one something. Vegan, gluten-free, 15 grams of protein, palm oil free and 0 sugar. That's for a day where I don't have enough protein. These are what I've been using and I've used for a long time. I can't justify spending £10 on a pack of razors that are going to last me a month, when these are like $1.39. Even if I used a pack a week, it's cheaper. The shave isn't as good or as close in some areas, but this is all I can afford at the moment. If you're looking for a cheap disposable razor. Got tomato puree, 3 cans of Diet Coke, a 3-pack of onions, they are for my dad, 3-pack of peppers, a sweet potato, a cucumber, and this bowl which is not for washing up. And this little lot came to £23.8. So this is my little treat, and I'm going to put it in the freezer because it's for today. That's a lot of chocolates in here. Godiva chocolate's absolutely gorgeous, and now they sell it in the supermarket. It's still one of the more expensive ones, but you used to have to get it from specialist shops or like more expensive shops, but now they're doing a high street one, probably because no one was buying the expensive stuff and they've got to try new things because, you know, but I do love it. They were doing it in B&M in like packets, not in this nice packet, in like I had it a few times, you would have seen it in vlogs, but they've not had it for months. So I want to freeze this, and this is tonight's little snack. I know it's a lot, but I thoroughly and I'm wanting it next week. So this is for my dad. He has it at work. Long life, as you can see, this is over 3 weeks. Like it's gonna last just over 3 weeks. I have this myself for tea and coffee. Not this week. I absolutely love this. I use it mainly on my legs. Like I put body butter or body cream on my arms. I put body oil on my body and this on my legs. Sometimes I put this all over my body. Sometimes I put body oil over. But last time I bought this was months ago because they had it on offer for weeks and weeks and weeks for £4. And every time I went in I would get one. I ended up like with 6 or 7 and I'm finally on the last one. So it's back on offer again. So if it's on offer next time I go in I'll get another one. And then again if I go in and it's on offer I'll get one because it's good to stock up because I think it's £6.50 full price, but it is good. I've got that to have tonight. Hovis is the best bread ever. I had some earlier. Oh yeah. I did eat them all except for that little bit. That was the jam one. I actually like them all, but I struggled with the jam and I didn't think I would struggle with the jam. But that was my evening meal. Didn't want any food. To be honest, after that black pudding earlier, I've not felt great. Hula hoops. They're on offer for £1. They've got the beef ones. I hadn't had beef ones since I was a child. So I can't remember if I like them or not. I've run out of these. I've got an emergency stash weighing about that much, which I keep for cleaning my wax burners out in my bedroom, and I had to like use them to take my makeup off last night, so they were much needed. A very small packet of powder. I'm pretty sure all our powders and baking stuff is out of date, and sometimes you need plain flour for some recipes. They only needed the small one because that's going to last forever. It's good till September. And I'm going to try and drink one of these a day. I have a bottle in the fridge. I think I've actually got 2 bottles of water, not Evian. This is on offer for £3.25. It's normally £4. I don't get it when it's on full price because I don't like paying more than £3. So I normally get the Highland Spring. I think that's the one they do because that's normally about £3. One of my favourite cereals is on offer. Either £1.5 or £1.10. Toilet rolls. They're for my dad. It's a 20 pack with 20. On offer for £2 instead of £3.50. And this shopping came to 50p less than Aldi, and you saw how much I got from Aldi. God, I need to sit down. Finally, I'm on the final thing. So I had one of these the other day. Gorgeous. I've had the big bottle of this. I wasted a bottle at Christmas because I accidentally froze it. They do have 2 other flavours. One I think is elderflower lemonade and another flavour. So I feel like they're going to be around for a little while, and I do rate them. They're 49p. But with B&M, sometimes you get something for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then they never have it again. So who knows? Who doesn't love a mini egg? I love both of these. I had that one yesterday, that the day before. They're both absolutely gorgeous. That's slightly spicier and 9p more. That has been a favourite of mine for the last year or so. Got them. They're not grey like they look on camera. It's like a duck egg blue. I've got an idea what I want to use them for. If they work well, I'll probably want to get some more. 3 of these. I love the watermelon strawberry cooler. And I got an orange one. That's in case I get ill. They're for any time, but you know they're not the best for you. In the bottle, there is 130 calories. That's not too bad. It would be if you had about 10 a day. And now I can put this away and I can go and sit down because my legs are killing me. It is now 12:15 in the morning, or at night, whatever way you want to word it. My fringe is doing my head in. Like, can you see? It's just splitting. And I don't like it. Yeah. I've just put this lipstick on. This used to be one that I wore all the time, and I just found it. And I've not worn it in such a long time. I need to find all my lipsticks because I've got some MAC lipsticks that really need to be used because I've not used them for ages, and they're wasted. Like, I don't want to waste them. I look so different without eyeliner. Earlier I was like, oh, I don't want to put lots of makeup on, I can't be bothered, it takes ages. Like, I didn't get out till like 20 past 6, 10 past 6. and I originally planned to try and get out before 5, and then it got to about 1:45-ish, just before 1:45, like a minute or two before, and there was a video on YouTube that I wanted to watch, and it was like 18 minutes long, so I watched it, and then I went upstairs, and then I had a shower, and I was like, I don't want to do tons and tons of makeup, but I did everything except for the eyeliner. I didn't put on that much eyeshadow, I just put on one colour. It's from the Charlotte Tilbury palette. I just used this colour. It is mixed, like my brushes need cleaning, so whatever colour was underneath it is mixed in with it a little bit. And then mascara, I've got the Smashbox one that looks like a fan. I think it's called Fan something. And I got it in an ASOS box, and I wore it quite a bit when I first got it, but I've not worn it for a little while. Like, I've been using it as a bottom lash mascara, and I decided to use it as my mascara today. But I've got no eyeliner on. And I like eyeliner for 2 reasons. One, it makes your lashes look longer than what they are. So I spent a minute or so building these up, whereas if I wanted to rush, I could spend 30 seconds on each side and do the eyeliner. And the eyeliner takes me about 10 seconds to do. And a lot of people, when I say that, they don't actually believe it's true. So I'm going to try and remember to film it at some point, because with one of them, especially the one with like it's got a felt tip nib, I can literally do it in about 6 seconds each eye. The other ones take me longer because I'm not used to them, but there's one particular one that I've got, and I've got 2 or 3 of them, and they're all getting to the point where they need replacing. But I can just do it so fast. I never do, I'm acting like I've got eyeliner on, I haven't really ever do like a flick. Lately I've been doing it a few times, sometimes it's been by accident, but, or I'll accidentally do it on one, and obviously I've got to match it to the other. But this lipstick I've not worn for ages. I was like, oh, my lips are feeling a little bit dry, I need a lip balm, and I thought I don't want to look for one, and I looked, there's like a sleek makeup bag on my coffee table, and I could see a lipstick at the top. I was like, oh, what shade's that? Because I used to use these ones, the Kate Moss ones. I used to use shade 2 and 5, and this is 3. I love 3, and I've got 17. I think I've got 23, or is it 22? My favourite was always 2, which is like a nude brown. It's very much like Honey Love. If you know Honey Love by MAC, it's like a Honey Love shade. 5 is a berry colour, it's like a dark pink. And this is like a nude pink, number 3. And I used to wear it all the time. Shade 2, I've got 2 of them. But, and these like are quite cheap. I don't know if they do them anymore. They're really good for how much they are. Hey. Hello, you're cute. Got a little face. I don't know what I filmed, I don't know what I've done, don't know anything. But I thought I'd come on and say hello. So I feel like I've run the marathon in my sleep and not stretched afterwards. I ache everywhere. My hips, my back, which have been aching a lot recently, especially when I've got up, but as the day's gone on, it's eased off a lot, but it's still there. My legs are killing me. Like, oh, it's got so much mascara. Just killing me all the way down, especially around and just below the knees. The front of my legs are killing, the back of my legs are killing. The back door's wide open, I'm gonna have to shut it because I've only just come downstairs and it is getting dark outside. What it looks like there. Hello. Yeah, you've left the door open, haven't you? Yeah, I did. I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know what I don't want to eat. I don't know what I want. I know I need a drink. I want to shower at some point. Oh God, it's cold in here. It's too high. Ugh. I hope I put the black and white filter on because I don't think this is a good filter. I mean, it's not got a filter on. I mean, it's not a good light. So I'm looking and I don't know what I want. Do I want breakfast even though it's too late for breakfast? I am trying to have 3 meals a day in hope that it cuts out me wanting to snack or snack as much as I have been. But I'll be this tired. I've had about 9 hours sleep. What my new thing was that I was going to do was from the second I lie down, or just before I lie down for the first time, is set my alarm for 9 hours later. A, because I'm not going to sleep for that 9 hours, and B, also it gives me a point of what time I'm going to wake up. So if I lie down at 3 in the morning, I'm going to get up at 11. There is things that I can, like, if I'm still awake at 6 in the morning, I can change that time, but I'm not going to change it so I have 9 more hours. I might change it for 2 hours later, or if I'm still awake at 12, then I won't have an alarm at all and get up when I get up, which tends to be around 4 anyway. But I just want to have less sleep, or have an alarm so at least I'm getting up. I don't know. Makes sense in my head, but I didn't set it last night because I was tired and achy. But I'm even more achy today. Painkillers will probably hopefully help. So do I have my lunch? What do I have for my lunch? I think for my evening meal, I'm going to have one of the... Oh, what else have I got? I'm very mindful about dates on packets as well. I might make falafel burgers if I've got everything that I need. I didn't check the recipe. If not, because they you have them in pita bread, but the pita bread's got till next Saturday on, but they're super soft at the moment. So I might have one of these with... I've got dirty fries, so I got them overnight. Plant-based dirty fries is quite a big portion, and you can't reheat it after you've cooked it. It says... Don't say you can't reheat, but it's quite a massive amount. Like, it could be a meal by itself. It's 402 calories. I wonder if you could separate it before you cook it. It tells you to cook it in the container, but you could take half out the container and put it in something else, and then when it's cooked, if the container's not damaged, you could put the other half back in and it can go with another meal. So I think when I have it, I don't know if I'm having it today or tomorrow, or Monday or Tuesday, but I can just keep the other half, so then that's another half towards another meal. So I'm making vegan chili one day to have it for lunch the following day, but I don't think that's going to be today. It's probably going to be Monday or Tuesday, and have the leftovers the day after for lunch. What's that? Oh, that's for the dog. I'm in so much pain. I feel I'm going to have my lunch, and I think I'm going to have the sausage roll warmed up in the oven, because that was the plan, with rice and beans. The only reason I say rice and beans because I was just going to say rice, and then I spotted I got half a can of beans open, so I'm going to have rice and beans. So I'm not looking great today. Still got the spots of doom. They're everywhere, like there, I've got them there, ugh. So I've eaten. I don't know if I'm hungry or if I'm full. I am. Oh. I'm struggling with how much I ache. Like, I seriously ache. My legs are killing me. Knee downwards is killing me on both legs. I've had painkillers. The pain's still there. I don't know if it's improved. Well, it's not really improved. The annoying thing is I've not actually done anything. I've not been on like a 10-hour walk and not stretched afterwards. I've just not done anything. My eyes are puffy. So I don't know. I've come on to like, hopefully when I watch this back in 6 months' time, my phone usage will have gone down. So about a week ago, I got like a notification because I recently updated my phone. I've not updated my phone since I got it over a year ago. And then I did the update because something wasn't working, or Movie Maker wasn't working. And when I was like Googled it, it was like people like, have you got the latest update? And I'm like, I've not updated it in over a year. So I updated it, and with that came this app, which I'm presuming can come off. Phone usage. So what you're using it, what you're on the most. I know what I'm on the most. It's bloody Instagram and YouTube, and how much like you use it daily. So I got a report on my phone around a week ago telling me on average how many hours a day I spend on apps. And I was like, oh my god, I'm spending 10 hours in bed. So the amount of time that I'm spending on, like, I don't mean asleep, I'm just spending 10 hours in bed. Not always asleep, some of that 10 hours will be I'm on this phone. But I'm like, how can it be so high when I spend so long in bed? What am I doing with my life? I shouldn't be on my phone this amount of time. And then the next day I woke up, or the day after, my knuckles were swollen and they were bright red. I'm thinking, what did I do in my sleep last night? Was I having bare knuckle fights? They're still slightly swollen and they're still very painful. And I was like, well, getting that notification telling me how long I spend on my phone, and the fact that my hands are killing me, even this hand kills, and like my fingers being, well, my knuckles being swollen, I'm like, I need to cut down my usage. It's not healthy staring at a little screen for the amount of hours. I'm not even going to tell you the hours. It's not healthy. It's like, why? It's totally unnecessary. I don't need to spend this amount of time on my phone. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on loads of different subjects, really. So I think recently, because I'm quite down and stuff, I have been spending more time on YouTube watching random videos at times. But I was like, I need to get this down, and I don't know what is an average for other people, or what people would call realistic amount of time, or not too much time. But I was like, I want to get it down. But I know I do spend hours and hours a day watching YouTube videos. I know that for a fact, because I know that's what I've mainly been doing. But my hand's killing, my knuckles are killing me, my fingers are hurting. And this is the hand I predominantly hold it with. And it's not good for you to constantly hold your phone. Like, our bones are like changing shape all the time, or like, our hands are not meant to be bent all the time, and straightening my hand actually hurts. So I know holding my phone all day is not healthy for me. So I just looked at my screen time usage, and it's down 7%, which I'm happy with because it's gone down. I know I'm not just going to automatically be on it less and less. And I don't want to half it, because halving it, I still think even half is quite a lot of time compared to what other people. Like, I can't imagine my doctor would be on her phone the amount of time a day I'm on my phone. Even though sometimes when I'm with her, she gets phone calls and all kinds of things. But I can't imagine her finishing work and going, oh, I'm going to go and sit on my phone for 20 hours. Well, it's not 20 hours, but do you know what I mean? I don't think she's going to go and do that. She might, if she's got messages, she might reply to messages, she might ring people or text people, but then she'll get on with her day. She's not going to go on YouTube and watch hours of videos. I can't imagine my doctor on YouTube, to be honest. So, just using her as an example, I just can't imagine she would finish work and go on her phone for hours and hours and hours. Or if she's on it, she's probably making phone calls. So, I want to cut down the time, and I'm glad when I just went on and it said my total time for the last week is down by 7%. That's a good step forward. It's better than being only 1% down, but I'm happy that it's down. I'm hoping to get it down 10 to 15%. I would be really happy with that. I know it would be quite a lot. Anyway, just came on to say that. Came on to say I'm in a lot of pain. My hands are killing me. Hurts to have them straight, which it shouldn't. But that's the problem with technology these days. Even this hand's really painful. But not as painful as this one. So I'm about to do the pink stuff again in the bath. Oh God. With Scrub Daddy. I don't use Scrub Daddy that often. Hello YouTube, I'm Scrub Daddy. I am not talking to you, but I am pretending I am.